The 212th Fires Brigade is an artillery brigade in the United States Army. It was based at Fort Bliss, Texas and was a subordinate unit of 3rd Corps. Organization, Headquarters and AMP, Headquarters Battery, B Battery, 26th Field Artillery Regiment, 72nd Brigade Support Battalion, 208th Signal Company. History: the 212th Fires Brigade, formerly known as 212th Field Artillery Brigade, was organized as Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 212th Artillery Group, and was constituted on 3 February 1944. Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 212th Field Artillery Group was organized and activated on 20 April 1944 at Fort Riley, Case, and was assigned to 16th Corps. The group consisted of 4 truck-driven 105 mm howitzers and 81 enlisted men. In July 1944, the group was assigned to 36th Corps. The group headquarters prepared for duty in Europe while the battalions were reassigned to the United States in November 1944. Assigned to and controlled by 26th Corps during the remainder of World War II. The group participated in the Central European Campaign with the 9th Infantry Division in the general vicinity of Aachen in northern Germany. On 20 April 1946, the group was inactivated in Germany. The group was reconstituted on 17 September 1958 and allotted to the regular army. The same order activated the group on 15 October 1958 in Germany. The 212th FA Group was then further assigned to 7th Army, and attached to 5th Corps. In the fall of 1967, the group was designed to redeploy to CONUS under Project REFORGER. On 9 April 1968, the group departed Germany for its new home at Fort Louis. In August 1972, the group headquarters and 3 of its battalion relocated to Fort Sill. In June 1973, 130th FA was reorganized and assigned to the group. In mid-1976, 218th FA deployed to Germany. On 1 October 1976, the 130th FA was returned to 7th Corps USAREUR. Later that month, 218th FA returned to the group. On 16 July 1980, the 212th Field Artillery Group was redesignated the 212th Field Artillery Brigade. In September 1980, the 212th Field Artillery Brigade became the first EACFIRE-equipped brigade in the Army. In September 1990, the brigade deployed to Saudi Arabia and participated in Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm. In 2003, 25FA and 218FA deployed in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. On 12 April 2003, 25FA, 212th FABDE, deployed with the 3D Armored Cavalry Regiment in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Upon arriving in theater, 25FA quickly postured itself to perform as the regiment's direct support artillery battalion, but ultimately assumed responsibilities as another ground maneuver unit. As a ground maneuver unit, 25FA was responsible for an area of operations that exceeded 6,500 square kilometers within the Al-Anbar province. 25FA priorities shifted to include providing security and re-establishing national operations in Iraq, serving as a maneuver force, conducting humanitarian assistance operations and training Iraqi civil defense Defense Corps forces. 2-5FA conducted combat patrols, manned traffic control points and conducted raids to defeat those militant forces seeking to destabilize the towns and cities within 2 to 5 FA's hour. 2-5FA shot more than 1,000 rounds in support of the 3DACR and battalion operations. 2-5FA redeployed to back Fort Sill, rejoining 212th FABDE in March 2004. 2-18 Field Artillery Battalion received a warning order to prepare to deploy to Operation Iraqi Freedom-I in 2003. The battalion quickly fielded the Advanced Field Artillery Tactical Data System version 6.3.1, Automated Deep Operations Coordination System, Command and Control Personal Computer Effects Management Tool, Blue Force Tracker, All Source Analysis System Lite, completed individual training certifications and rail-loaded its equipment in record time. The main body deployed in January 2003. The pace of operations was intense in theater as the battalion completed its reception, staging, onward movement, and integration within 48 hours of receiving equipment from the seaport of debarkation. The battalion and its soldiers were one of only a few units to participate in the full spectrum of conflict. SSG Rucker and Sergeant Harvey, Alpha Battery Section Chiefs, and SSG Molyneux of Charlie Battery, each fired lethal block or ATACMS suppression of enemy air defense missions for both 5th Corps in support of the 2 attack helicopter regiments, Attack in Zone and Coalition Forces Land Component Command in support of the 1st Marine Expeditionary Force. On the 14th of April 2003, the battalion officially transitioned from combat to stability operations and support operations as part of CJTF-7 SDF Bullet I effort to collect and secure captured enemy ammunition and equipment. Unlike previous U.S. Army SOSO deployments, coalition forces in the Iraqi theater of operations faced a determined former regime paramilitary effort. While performing the missions, the mission-ready battalion uploaded, catalogued and transported over 5,100 short tons of enemy equipment, ammunition and traveled over 17,000 kilometers in support of CEA operations. Throughout the ITO, 218 FA also provided over 30% of its assigned strength in support of fixed site security for LSA Dogwood and Mission-Ready Base. On the 12th of September 2003, CJTF-7 assigned the battalion the mission to stand up and train an Iraqi Civil Defense Corps battalion for Multinational Division, Central South. When completed with training, this CDC battalion served with MNDLSD Brigade Combat Team, Poland. Both TF Bullet and CDC were key elements in providing a safe and secure Iraq and setting the conditions for a peaceful transfer of political control for the Office of Coalition Provisional Authority to Iraqi authorities. On the 5th of September 2005, the brigade HQs, augmented by 2 to 5, 6 to 27 and 6-32 FA HQs, deployed to Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom 05-07 as the unit fill for the Joint Area Support Group Central in the International Zone, Baghdad, Iraq. 2-5 FA deployed as 3 air truck batteries. 632 FA 212th FABDE served as a heavy equipment transport system company. HHS Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie batteries were reorganized into 4 Het platoons, along with the maintenance PLT and HQ sections. Once they arrived in Iraq, HHS Alpha and Charlie 632 FA operated out of Camp Taji, while Bravo 632 FA operated out of Al-Assad Air Base in the Al-Anbar province. The brigade's units returned to FD.SIL.OK in November 2006. 218 FA remained mission-ready as part of the nation's strategic hedge for contingency operations. The 212th Field Artillery Brigade received the Meritorious Unit Citation for its deployment in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. In November 2005, 632 FA deployed to Iraq as a heavy equipment transport system company. HHS Alpha, Charlie, and Bravo batteries were reorganized into 4 Het platoons, along with the maintenance PLT and HQ sections. Once they arrived in Iraq, HHS Alpha and Charlie 632 FA deployed to Camp Taji, while Bravo 632 FA deployed to Al-Assad Air Base in the Al-Anbar province. They were deployed for 1 year, bringing the unit back to the home at FD.SIL.OK in November 2006. The unit disbanded shortly thereafter, and the colors were cased in 2007. The 212th Field Artillery Brigade cased its colors on 15 January 2007 at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Upon casing, 2-5 FA was reassigned to 214th Fires Brigade, while 218th FA was reassigned to 75th Fires Brigade. An article in the 23rd of July 2014 edition of the Army Times stated that the 212th Fires Brigade was reflagged as Division Artillery, 1st Armored Division. Lineage constituted the 3rd of February 1944 in the Army of the United States as Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 212th Field Artillery Group, activated the 20th of April 1944 at Fort Riley, Kansas, and activated the 30th of April 1946 in Germany, redesignated the 17th of September 1958 as Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 212th Artillery Group, and allotted to the regular army, activated the 15th of October 1958 in Germany, redesignated the 15th of March 1972 as Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 212th Field Artillery Group, redesignated the 16th of July 1980 as Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 212th Field Artillery Brigade, and activated the 15th of January 2007 at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Redesignated the 16th of January 2010 as Headquarters and Headquarters Battery, 212th Fires Brigade, activated the 16th of August 2011 at Fort Bliss, Texas, and activated the 23rd of July 2014 at Fort Bliss, Texas.